Um, guys, this is what I'm thinking to do. And we've only got an hour because I've got my project supervision at 1 o'clock. What I thought would be valuable is in this recording, we could actually have each of you read your first section. So like Mike, you would do your first section, and then Steve, you would do yours, and then Mike second, Steve, your second, and Mike third, and Steve, your third, just so we can get a feel of the text and the issues that we're raising. You know, you can do it however you want. You can read the script itself. You know, if you want to, you know, improvise a little bit or something, you know, that's fine too. But what we're trying to do is a little bit like what, you know, Mike's whole thing about written English and spoken English. Is that the script that we're going to give to David? Now, I'm meeting with David tomorrow. The script that we'll be giving him in the next week or so will be what he'll convert into text to speech using the avatar. So that means that we'll be taking out the ums and all the things, Mike, that you know you usually highlight that makes it a bit more natural or human. And the intent there is that when the people are listening to the avatars in the workshop, it's equal all the way through, and we'll be replacing for each of the three, one of the sections that we're writing with one that is going to be generated by the AI. And then at the end of each section, we'll be asking the people in the audience to vote online which one they are thinking is actually not human. So does that make sense, Mike and Steve? Is that,
yeah.
Is that?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Mike, would you mind then if we just have you start with your topic one? So before, but before the topic, what we're going to be doing is an introduction. So we'll need to get you know, just a couple sentences from each of you. Again, I'm thinking that what we'll do is we'll have the avatar read your introduction, your self-introduction, and we'll also need an image for David. So whatever, you know, it can be your current look or, you know, from 10 years ago, it doesn't really matter. And David will take that image and convert it into the avatar figure. So we'll assume that we've done those introductions, all right, and then I'm the live face-to-face MC or facilitator in the room, and I'm going to then have the first one play of Mike. But Mike, go ahead and do yours now for us live.
Yeah, I mean, just to check, you're saying the introduction is a couple of lines. I mean, I thought it was 350 words. But
no, well, for the topic, yes.
Okay.
But the introduction, I mean, you know, 350 words is only going to be like a couple minutes introduction. So, you know, that's fine. It's just we don't want it to go on for like 20 minutes. That's all.
No. I mean, this is exactly 350 words. I mean, I just prefer to do it the way you can stop me, but I'm just going to go run straight into it. I've got it running under the screen as as an auto cue. I don't know whether I can actually keep looking at the camera all the time, but okay.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay,
because remember, it's only the text itself that we're going to give to David.
Sure.
But I think your point about having the video recording as well, as part of our research publication is really valuable, because that gives us another version, if you like, of the interpretation.
Okay, well, this is the way I planned it, and if it's over the, it's over the top, you can always chop it back. Okay, so here we go. 3 professional tricks. 3 professional writing tricks are better than ChatGPT. I have 3 writer's tricks for you, more useful than any AI writing software. I observe students spend their education listening to the spoken word in their head and trying to turn those spoken sentences into written English in their essays. I say to a student, that sentence is difficult to understand, and the student replies, what I mean to say is, then changes the words around, makes edits, and suddenly understands the way their brain is working. I think it's much more important to understand how we use both spoken and written English and move between the 2 styles than watching what GPT does to your text. Why do I say so? Well, in the 1970s, 80s, 90s, about 25 teachers had an unusual job, making educational radio broadcasts at the BBC. Unusual because they had to write spoken English for the radio and written text for the booklets sent out to schools. Children listened to the broadcasts, read the text, and looked at pictures on paper. A real multimedia experience. Now, I was one of those 25 people, a teacher, then a producer, and then back in the classroom, teaching for the last 20-odd years. Suddenly, in the last 2 or 3 years, every lecturer is an education producer. Every student has a radio studio in their laptop and can broadcast anytime, anywhere. But students still use 4-line sentences as if they're talking in their head, but on paper. The same words are often impossible to understand. Let's look at 3 writing skills for clear communication. 1, put the subject at the start of the sentence. 2, one idea and one idea only per sentence. 3, link the sentences together with special words that tell a story simply and clearly. The real benefits, my secret I'm sharing with you, a student reading and writing and reading their own words is learning how to be in the real world. So, 3 writer's tricks from my radio teacher days coming up.
Excellent, Mike. Okay, and so then we'll say the next presentation for our first topic will be Steve. So Steve, take it away.
Okay, thank you, gentlemen. 2 seconds. Oh, sorry, excuse me. The morality of knowledge. We might ask ourselves, and we do, and we have many times, and many people do, how do we know what we know? Perhaps one answer to that question is through the use of research, our methodologies, our data analysis, our data tools, our confidence levels. These things drive answers, conclusions, findings, and recommendations. And as a result of that, we've built societies, theories, and humanity based on those findings and conclusions. So what happens then if AI shows us that we are wrong? Not just a little bit wrong, but fundamentally wrong about many of the things we hold dear. Could findings from AI utilized in research cause fundamental disruption to people, civil unrest, our liberties, a breakdown in social infrastructure and society itself? AI is already showing us that fingerprints may not be as unique as we thought. Could that lead to an overturning of criminal convictions based on faulty historic conclusions? Do, therefore, educational and practitioner researchers have an ethical and moral obligation to share or not to share paradigm shifts in knowledge? AI research and researchers from our world of academia and learning, that's you people out there, are on the brink of causing significant harm with possible significant humanitarian tragedies. And the question is, should they and should you?
Great, Steve. Okay, so
Great.
we've got different perspectives, different angles. We're throwing in
Love it.
some controversial or stimulating text in this first round, and then we would say to the audience, well, then Louise is going to do hers. Then we would say to the audience, right now, in our online form, vote for which one you think is the AI generated script. And so now we'll go into the next topic, and Mike will lead again with you. So if you want to share the next item or issue related to the conference, please.
Okay, sorry, you'll just have to let me just get back to my writing.
No worries.
Okay, I was just going to say today's in our time, Stephen, is dealing with that question. How do we know what we know? Yeah.
Sorry, say again, Mike.
It's today's in our time deals with that question.
Oh, does it really? Okay, excellent. I
really.
do like it's Melvin Bragg, isn't it?
Yeah. Have a listen to that. It might be good.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you for the tip. Thank you.
Right. Okay. Writer's trick 1. Put the subject at the start of a sentence. Put the subject at the start. Sorry. Writer's trick 1. Put the subject at the start of a sentence. When did you last write a paragraph beginning with the subject of the paragraph is to, and continue with a key idea you wish to communicate? How many times have you started a paragraph such as, one of the subjects I wanted to talk about first was something I thought about last week? Is something round writing clearly and simply? How many times do you start a sentence with as, or when, or it, or worst of all, moreover? Sentences, paragraphs, titles, subtitles in our busy world need to be crisp, clean English. There's no time to ramble on, as ChatGPT does, I suggest, a mishmash of common general ideas about a subject. I'm sure I'm wrong. Let's try the following crisp English simple sentence. The cat sits on the mat. The cat is the subject. The subject at the beginning of the sentence is a natural way we speak and we write. We move from ourselves or one object out into the world. Picture the scene thousands of years ago. I'm squatting in my cave by the fire in my best wolfskin, drawing in the earth with a stick. I'm hungry. I need to eat. I need to tell the hunters the big fat deer is drinking by the waterhole. I grunt. I draw the deer, the waterhole, and point the way to go. Good basic communications. Put the at the beginning of a sentence, paragraph, or title, and the next word, the key word, the subject. The main idea you want to communicate, and the hunt is on. Everybody knows what you're talking about the direction of your academic waterhole, and the hunt for understanding, knowledge, and enlightenment you so dearly care about. It's off to a good start. Don't start a sentence with as or before prepositions. If you do, I can scan 5 or 6 words into the sentence and shout, yes, guaranteed, in the middle of the sentence is your subject. 4 over 5 seconds of my life have been wasted. Try spotting the start of a ChatGPT sentence. Do any of them start with the?
Okay. Right. Oh, is that it, Mike? Sorry.
Yep, that's it.
That's excellent. Oh, I'll tell you guys, this workshop is going to be really good fun. I'm so impressed with the quality of the issues that we're bringing up, and they're so diverse. And we'll get Louise to get her. I think she's already put her script in the G drive, but we'll share this video with her and get her text as well. Steve. Sorry. Go ahead, Mike.
I'm just saying, I've just got my picture and my and the text in your G drive already.
Excellent. All right. And Steve, let's get your second topic then, please.
Okie dokie. You can hear me loud and clear, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. The crime of learning. Cybercrime is a highly professionalized. Sorry, let me start again. Oh, sorry, second, gentlemen.
No problem.
Right. Okay. My apologies. I can't type, evidently. Okay. Let's go again. Right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. The crime of learning. Cybercrime is highly professionalized and thus requires knowledge, skills, and behaviors associated with and to execute the crime. These criminals, that we like to label them as criminals, these criminals are first mover teams and individuals. They're ahead of the game. They're what make everything available for the rest of us. Execution of crime through the exploitation of vulnerabilities on a large scale, employing innovative and sophisticated behavioral and psychological tactics, and posing immense challenges to businesses, governments, and individuals is all part of cybercrime. And where might this knowledge and these skills come from, perhaps? Well, what do you learn at university? Maybe you learn coding. Perhaps following what an AI produced when you asked it to write your assignment 3 hours before the deadline. Perhaps through a lack of human thinking and perspective because we switched off whilst the machine generates the content. And only through the use of AI in a learning situation. Are you learning anything by asking an AI to produce your content? This cybercrime situation isn't likely to improve in the near future. Trends including geopolitics, AI advancements, new work models, and IT skill shortages further enhance the cyber threat context, and universities themselves, along with their chosen learners, are facilitating information and content utilization. AIs will continue to drive outputs that will be used for harm. Perhaps it's a conspiracy, if you like, between the learner and the machine. As cyber criminals quickly adapt their tactics to these changes, many organizations struggle to minimize cyber risks, and our own GCHQ has made stark warnings about such interference. Perhaps the very worst will happen after all. After all, we engineered AI. Perhaps it will socially engineer us, humans. Thus, people become an artificial element after we stop learning, stop thinking, stop critiquing, and stop asking the questions that we should be. And we merely become a tool, an artificial tool for the ultimate intelligent machines.
Nice. Okay. Well, again, there's some nice diversity that we've got with these topics, and we're each bringing in our knowledge and experience. I think this is really going to stimulate the audience in asking some questions to us after we do the Turing test, where they vote. Then we'll get people to bring in their questions and get you all engaged. If you can be there in person, that's great. But if not, we'll do it by the video conference. Mike, shall we get your last one then?
I was thinking it's actually my second one, but wait a minute, is it? Right, it is the last one. Yeah, sorry. Okay, here we go. Not entirely sure. There might be the odd mistake here, but here we go.
No. That's why it's rehearsal. Don't worry.
Okay, right. One idea per sentence. Maybe it's just me. I say everything in my head before I speak, especially when I'm teaching, and I try to do. Anyway, do you? Usually it's split second, an electric current of instant ideas, that flash of genius. You don't notice. No one knows. Perhaps it's because I spent years presenting broadcasts, writing scripts, and working up ideas with script writers. I'm doing it now. I start with an I and ramble on, one idea after another, and end with a key point. It's a story. The point of the story is at the end of a series of facts, interesting points, events. I've got you listening. You are hanging on every word. In The Simpsons, I kid you not, I'm just watching it now on TV, Lisa says, don't take your brains for granted. I agree with her. Identify your inner voice. Write in the first person in spoken English, then turn that inner spoken voice into writing on paper. It's much easier. And the final message, you know what it is, of course you do. Telling a story is very inefficient for analysis of facts, making an argument, arranging facts and evidence. It's taken me words and minutes to make my key message. The real message is one idea in one short sentence. A short sentence is quick and easy to read. Why? There's an evidence that your eyes scan text. The eye searches for key words, key ideas. Don't take that super clever brain of yours for granted. It works flat out in short, flickering scans called saccades for whatever is the focus of your brain. What is this person trying to say? What is their main point? The main idea of a short sentence is to make it easy for your brain. Is ChatGPT easy to read? Coming up next, linking sentences together is my last writer's trick.
Okay, all right. Thanks for that. Was it so? Wait, was that your second one or your third one? No.
Well, you said an introduction and 3 sections.
Okay.
So
I see. Okay. Yeah. So that first bit that you did was actually your introduction.
Yeah. I mean, I can
Ah,
but I thought you
okay.
asked. You said an introduction and 3
Okay.
pieces. Each
Yeah.
of 3.
Okay.
Well,
No, that's
Right.
fine. That's fine.
Maybe I've misinterpreted then. I thought the introduction was the introduction to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I
Right.
interpreted it, which
Well,
I haven't written yet. I can do off the cuff.
My introduction is to me. That's me, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll have to come back to this because when I mean introduction, I don't mean like to do context of what the talk is going to be. It would be an introduction of you as the person.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I can check that, but that's what I thought that you wanted to do. But anyway.
Okay. Well. Again, this is why we're doing the rehearsal. We're kind of practicing with it. We might want to merge some of that thing that you spoke about with the first topic then a bit and see.
Well, you tell me. I'll do it in very, very, very quickly.
Yeah. No worries. Okay, so Steve, I think this is your last one, and then Mike will get your last bit then.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve. You're on mute then at the moment, Steve. Sorry.
Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Skip. Right. I have not transcribed my third one yet.
Okay.
From WhatsApp. I've got it recorded. So I'm going to play it as loud as I can to see if you guys can hear it a second.
Sure. That's fine. Yeah.
Right, can you hear this? Can you hear that?
I didn't. Mike, did you hear anything?
No, I didn't. I thought something might have just started just then, but
Right. Okay. So what I don't have at the moment then is
I've got your copy.
Okay. Right. So Skip, I forwarded it to you.
And I put that in, and I put the text.
Yeah, it's in your
in a Word document and popped it into the G drive.
Okay, so you've transcribed it from the recording, have you?
No. I just email you.
There is no text. There is no text that exists for my third recording.
Oh, okay. So maybe that was from
it's a recording I did in the car when all I had was my voice rather than my.
I got you.
You see what I mean? So what I was doing, it's in your. Funnily enough, Skip, if you want to share it with Mike a second. Because I can't quickly lay my hands on the group one. I thought it's in your WhatsApp, Skip. I forwarded it to you. It's 5.5 minutes.
Oh, all right. Let me take a look here. So what we'll need to do then?
I've got to try and transcribe it. I just haven't done it yet, Skip.
Yeah. Well, if you can play that into a voice to text software, then it will make the script for you. I see it now. I see it, Steve. Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah. That's the one. It was a bit of a one-take wonder, actually.
Okay.
So that's my third one, if you like, and I'm referring to that as fakery and trust, which is one of
The
First
trust one.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's the trust one. Yeah.
Good.
We spoke about that when you came over. I thought that was a
It-
really good topic.
Yeah, so that was the first one that evolved, and the others followed. So
Yep.
yeah, so sorry I'm not able to read it, and you guys can't hear it if I'm playing it, but
No, that's fine. But you know, we
is
know
there.
we've got it. It's
Yeah,
just a matter
sure.
of getting that text.
I will do that today. Yeah,
And,
try to
and
do
then,
that before
and
I go
then
to
I
work this
can
afternoon.
get that to David. Then that's fine. So,
Okay,
Mike, to
cool.
finish off, then do you want to just do your last bit then?
Thanks,
Okay.
Mike.
Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to think of the name of some software that.
What about
Uh,
Audacity? What about Audacity, Mike? Will that do it?
well, I'm thinking, is it Oyster?
Oyster. Okay, all right. I will.
I've got it wrong, but there is something you can put in first time free,
Great.
and you get it.
So you mentioned this. You have mentioned this. Yes.
Is this Oyster?
Okay.
Anyway, right,
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
do that and extract the text.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it and it doesn't work, I'll just listen and type it. So it's not a big problem.
All right. Let's just get this.
I'm sorry about that.
No worries, Steve. That's why we're doing this kind of as a practice. That's exactly
I
it.
appreciate it. Hello, chaps.
Oh, there we can see you now.
Good stuff.
Okay, so here we go. Writer's trick 3. Start again. Writing trick 3. Linking sentences together is called cohesion. Okay, say it in your head. Cohesion. It's academic language for stringing sentences together. It is important for sentences to be connected together, to stick together, to make sense, to show evidence, factual information, and to support an idea or point of view. An example of cohesion? Picture a brick wall. My dad was a builder, and I was taught to lay bricks as a kid. Focus on 4 bricks in a row. Each brick is a sentence. Brick 1. Sentences with the subject at the start are easier to read. On brick 1 is I write. On brick 1, I write. Sentences with the subject at the start are easier to read. On brick 2, I write. A sentence has only one main idea. On brick 3, I write. Your main idea is most likely to be quick to read and easy to understand. Now, link together the 3 sentences. In brick 2, I add if, a cohesion word to the link between brick 1 and brick 2, and add another cohesion word then to brick 2, from brick 2 to brick 3. I read all the sentences together. Some sentences with the subject at the start are easier to read. If a sentence has only one idea, then your main idea is likely to be quick to read and easy to understand. And the 4th brick, I must add a 4th brick, on that is written according to so-and-so, and I quote the published author for factual evidence. Result, I've got a logical argument, facts and evidence. There we are, the 3 writers' bricks. Subject at the beginning of a sentence, one idea per sentence, join the sentences together with link words to make a simple and clear argument. My challenge to you, recognize firsthand how your brain uses spoken English and how you translate spoken words into written English. Write your way into the real world, or let AI do the writing, a commercial software product tested on you. There's many more writers' tricks to learn from professionals. Join the club, join the real world.
That's brilliant, Mike. Now, we still have about 15, 20 minutes or so. We're kind of, this is an organic project, guys. So I'm going to throw some ideas out, and you tell me what you think. But from what we've heard so far, what I'm thinking, Mike, is that your third one, your third text script might be the best one from yours to put into the AI and have it rewrite that last bit. So you're taking the first 2 from your original script, and then the last one would be the the artificial intelligence version. What would you feel all right with that?
Yeah, I'm a bit lost on all of this. I'd be quite happy to to have them all put in. But yeah, if that's right,
No,
if you're going to
no,
do it
no,
that,
no. So what's going to happen is we'll play the third one from all of you, but Steve's third one and Louise's third one will be their original script. Your third one is going to be rewritten as the AI. We'll make your original one available for the students, the audience.
important.
But
Important.
yeah, oh, absolutely. No, it won't be lost. But
Mm.
with the avatars presenting it, they'll be able to have the avatar talking through the script from the AI on your third one.
Yeah,
And we'll
Steve,
see if they can catch that.
yeah,
that the third one is different.
changing the protocols all the time, but that's fine. I
Okay.
thought all three were going to be changed around, but never mind. You do what you want.
Yeah,
I just-
I'm pretty sure that's how David was envisioning it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Stephen, I'd just like to see what you think. If I fit, so I can fit in with an introduction that fits in with what you're doing and so on. I went on possibly too long, or I don't know. What do you?
A little bit long, Mike, maybe.
I think my introduction is literally about me. Hi, I'm Steve Humphrey. I have a background in engineering for many years, education in marketing for many years, and I worked in marketing for many years and education for even longer. Today, I'm going to tell you why AI is something like that. Literally,
Well,
three sentences.
I bit later, but because I didn't want to start off with the personal stuff, but I'll just fit in and do it simply. I'll do that.
What do you want, Skip? Do you want a person? You want me to stand up at the event and say, "Hi, my name's Stephen Humphrey. This is what I've done. This is who I am. This is what I'm doing."
Well, it won't be you physically. It won't be you physically standing up. Again,
is that what the avatar is going to introduce? Is that
the avatar is going to be saying, "Hi, I'm Steve," and like you said, maybe a sentence or two about your credentials, your experience, your professional status. And then like Mike has done,
then the three topics,
and then like as Mike has done, maybe a sentence or two saying, okay, my focus is going to be about this, but not maybe quite go into quite as much depth as you did.
Oh, okay, right. So okay, all right. So my focus will be around crime, trust, and whatever the hell else I said.
Yeah. Morality.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Crime, trust, and morality. Okay. Excellent.
And then in your case, Steve, what I'm thinking is your first or wait, now the first one was morality.
I mean, it doesn't have to be first.
Oh, okay. Because it made sense. It made sense to me.
I haven't necessarily put them in order. I might start with trust, crime, and morality, because morality is a bigger question.
All right. See, I was thinking that it's building to trust. You're introducing the concept of morality, and then showing how it breaks down.
Interesting. I wasn't necessarily linking them.
Okay. All right. Well, to me, that was the flow of the topics. So that's why I was thinking either the first or the second for you that could be rewritten by the AI. So have a think about which one you would think the AI can jiggle, and then so like if your first one is AI, we'll have Louise's second one be AI, and then Mike, your third one is AI. And again, I'll reiterate, we will have the original script and or video recording of you as a human saying it available for the audience, so that they will, they'll get the original one. But then again, what that does is that again gives us that compare and contrast opportunity. for them to have that impression of what the AI said, and then to see what the real one was. How is it different? Like, and this is, just like what you're talking about, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. Any
I'm
questions or comments, guys?
Sorry,
I'm editing my first piece as we're talking, actually, but
Okay.
Yeah.
How does this play out in your head then, Steve? Is this shaping up the way you're envisioning?
it is. I'm wondering. I'm only going to ask a question. It doesn't need to be answered. Could. Let me start again. If my first one is AI, and then the second one is AI, and the third one is AI, that perhaps is easy to guess. So when we're testing candidates, they may even see a trend in those three elements. They may just guess that, probably the first one, then the second one, then the third one. I'm wondering whether or not, so which one of Steve's was AI generated? Maybe all of them. What I'm trying to do is make it difficult for that
random guess.
Random. I'm trying to randomize it, if you like, it a little bit more, and maybe two of mine are like that. One of the other ones is like that, and none of Mike's are AI driven. And you ask the question, which ones are AI? In order to make it, I don't know.
I like what you're saying. What you're saying. I think if we have all of the content, then we could rerun this experiment and use your model of changing it around.
Okay.
I like that because once we do this model that David suggested, and if it's a case where we get a huge percentage of on each topic, 80% or something like that, guess which one is the AI, then that that's going to give us some results which indicate that the AI is easy to spot.
I think that's interesting because just even random guessing, a third of the candidates might get it right.
No, you're right. Yeah, statistically, it's because my original thinking on it was to have instead of the three of you, have four. And the fourth person is the AI. So everything that comes out of the fourth person,
that's nice,
would be non-human, and then they would have to guess who is the human and who's not human.
I like that. Yeah, I think guessing who the human is interesting.
Yeah, but David put forward the same argument to you as you are saying, is that's only giving us, like, in a sense, one sample.
Yeah.
Where here we are spreading that sample across three topics. So
okay.
Let's stay with it for the moment.
But generally speaking, I like where it's going. I'm excited. I've already visualized myself at the event. So
absolutely.
I can see how the event play out. From Mike's diagram last time that he shared about structure and where the cameras are, I can see that in my mind.
Yep.
I think it's going to be fun. It's only 4 weeks away. Great.
I know. I'm still working through the logistics. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Do you think it's important that instead of this AI, we actually have a title? So that the students can get, the guy who was talking about three professional writing, writing tricks, not ticks, writing tricks are better than ChatGPT. That bloke, he said first, it's a bit like the Antiques Roadshow where that wretched woman says, real cheap and expensive or whatever. You have to have a name, as it were, to the person. Is so. I might have writing tricks are better than Chat GPT.
Oh, okay. So
And that is a
as
reference point. So
when we say,
each one of
yeah,
yeah.
I like that. So
each one of
so it's like a
starts off with
title.
that. Yeah.
You'll start that script with a title. So when
Yeah.
I'll be there in person and I'll say, okay, we're going to now play Mike topic 1 and
Yeah.
and go ahead and play the avatar, and the script that you have is topic 1 and the title, and then go into it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
I'm saying professional writing skill, maybe skills better, or no, professional writing better than Chat GPT.
Yeah, and then we can have that title on the online form that they vote.
Yeah,
that might help them remember which one is.
Everyone, each one of us should have that, and it'll be, the introduction. And so then, Stephen,
Yes,
I like to see you doing exercises on this.
I'm really
so important online, better than sitting here.
I'm really fidgety. This is why I turn my camera off.
I tell you what, I've got here. I've got a stool, and I've got a spare one. And this is your answer to your problem. If you have one of these, you can move about.
When I'm on my feet, boys.
Guys, can we stay on focus so we don't lose Louise when she's playing back the recording? Okay.
Yeah.
So the action on your comment, Mike, is that for each topic we'll have a couple words title that will then be used to be labeled for the online form as well. Right. Okay.
I've chopped my introduction while we're talking down into, half.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Okay. That's no problem. All right. And anything else, guys? Any other issues or questions?
Not at the moment. No, this was good. This is good timing to have this today.
Yeah. This worked out really well.
I'm pleased I made it. Please, you give me a good nudge, Skip. I like that. Thank you.
Always, Steve. Always.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, good. It's coming together nicely.
I'm really appreciative. I'm going to meet with David tomorrow. I'll have a chat with Louise separately.
Okay.
We'll get the scripts together in the next 2 weeks at the latest. Okay. All right, because I think David is going to probably need about a week or so to kind of generate the videos. Then the last thing that we are going to have to do, Mike, and this is about kind of your setup and everything. Ideally, I would love to have 3 monitors, 1 monitor for each video. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to pull that off. I'm talking to the facilities people at Bournemouth, and just trying to get the rooms sorted at the moment is tricky because the conference director is trying to book rooms and things. And one of the issues that we were trying to address was to not have fixed rows in typical lecture, but to go for more of a semicircle and a semicircle shape of the presenters, and then put the 360 video recording in the center of all that action. What we might have to do is use David's Room 3D. I don't know if you've gone to the website yet. It's Room ROOM, the number 3 and the letter D. Room 3D. You can have a free look at it, and they can set it up so that the avatars will be in that semi-shape room, virtual room, and then we would have that up on the big screen as the kind of semicircle presentation. We might have to go for that. To me, it's not the ideal, but they're struggling to get the equipment together for this.
I don't think I'm going to be able to make it down there. I think it's
okay.
I think it's just a bit too much expense, and bringing all my gear down is a real it's a real trial, really. You know,
Don't worry, Mike.
Sorry about that.
If you were involved, I know it would be 100% professional, but I'm sure we can get a digital camera for that over-the-shoulder shot, and then the 360 in the middle. So that's fine. But we will be able to get you involved with the questions and answers at the online like this. Yeah.
Okay. What I was fiddling around there, I was listening to you, but I found it's not Oyster, Stephen, for the transcription. It's Otter. I'm looking at my computer there.
Oh,
Otter.
you talked to my students about that before, Mike. Otter. Yeah. Yep.
You get one free go, and with that paragraph that you've done, you just load it up. You know, you might have to join the term OTTERAI.ai.
OTTER.ai. Found it. Thank you.
To pay monthly, 12 quid or 15 quid or something.
I'll go and play.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Guys, I'm going to stop the recording here.
Yeah. Cool.